Today, we're diving deep into the ViacomCBS website. Let's start by talking about the overall design. It's clean, but a little too cluttered at times. You get a lot of information all at once, which can be overwhelming, especially for new users. The homepage has a lot going on, from featured content to navigation links. But this might actually work in the site's favor if you're looking for a wide variety of options. One thing to note though, is that the site can feel a bit busy, which could make navigation tricky, especially if you're not familiar with the platform. The site's main sections include streaming content, live TV options, and news, but it feels like there are too many options stacked on top of each other. It's a bit hard to find exactly what you're looking for if you don't know where to click. One positive here is that the search bar does work well. It's responsive, and the results show up fairly quickly. But when you're exploring, there's a bit of a learning curve. Next up is the content library. ViacomCBS does have a decent mix of TV shows, movies, and original content, though some of their premium shows are locked behind a paywall. This is something that many users will probably run into right away. If you're planning to stick to the free content, you're looking at a limited selection, so keep that in mind. When it comes to performance, the website loads at a good speed, but there are occasional hiccups, especially when jumping between video streams. The video quality is generally solid, but buffering can sometimes occur if your internet connection isn't the best. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's certainly worth mentioning. Another thing I've noticed is the mobile experience. While the site works decently well on a desktop, it doesn't translate as smoothly to mobile devices. Some features are harder to access on smaller screens, which can be a bit frustrating when you're trying to watch something on the go. The app version, however, is much more streamlined and user-friendly compared to the browser version. If you're someone who enjoys watching live TV or accessing news content, ViacomCBS does offer a variety of channels and live streaming options, which is a definite plus. However, the live TV section could be a bit more intuitive. It's not as seamless as some other platforms in terms of accessing channels quickly. Lastly, let's talk about the user experience. While ViacomCBS does have potential, its interface could use some improvements in terms of simplicity and ease of navigation. The sheer number of options can feel overwhelming at times, and the site's layout could be more intuitive for first-time users. Many useful links you can find in the description, so if you're considering using ViacomCBS, it's important to weigh both the positives and the drawbacks. If you're a fan of the content but not the most tech-savvy, it might take a little bit to get used to the platform's interface. If you enjoyed this review and found it helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on ViacomCBS, so drop a comment below.